Hey, how's it going everyone? This is the Anime Man. So I've been getting a lot of questions asked by these people, especially from the people who follow me on my MyAnimeList account, which I've left in the description if you guys want to check it out. If you don't know what MyAnimeList is, it is pretty much a website, kind of like Hummingbird, which is another derivative of it, where there is the list, a full list of what anime series I'm currently watching, what I completed, what I dropped, and what ratings I gave to those series. In other words, pretty much my entire database of what anime and manga I have seen. And since I am starting up to do these reviews again, and since MyAnimeList uses a, out of 10-digit point status, I get a lot of questions asked, Joey, why did you give this particular score to this anime? Why is this score low? Why is this score high? Most importantly, why is that anime a 10 out of 10? So I kind of wanted to discuss my thoughts on what makes a 10 out of 10. In other words, a seamlessly perfect anime series. Now mind you guys, this kind of score-based judgment, out of 10 to an anime series is completely subjective. What might be a 10 out of 10 anime to you might be a 3 out of 10 anime to me, and vice versa. So really, what makes an anime series or a manga series a 10 out of 10, in other words, a perfect anime series, really comes down, in the end, to personal preference. Two different people may look at the same anime series and think different ways. They might be engaged in different ways. They might not be engaged in different ways. They might think different ways about a particular character. They might think particular ways about a particular story development. So really, when we ask what makes an anime 10 out of 10, we're not really looking at how good the story was. We're not looking at how cleverly created the characters were. We're not looking at the music. We're not looking at the art style. We're not looking at how well it was adapted from its original source material. What we're ultimately looking at when we ask ourselves what makes an anime 10 out of 10 is personal judgment. Now mind you, I don't go around and giving 10 out of 10s to whatever anime I found was fancy. I've learned to look at anime, especially anime and manga as well, in a very critical, analytical way. So I don't gloss over the top layer of an anime and go, oh yeah, I really enjoyed that, the entire experience. 10 out of 10. Like, it's not like that for me. It might be like that for you because you guys don't like to look at anime in that critical way and you're just a casual anime watcher. If you enjoyed the anime, then you give it a 10 out of 10. If you didn't, you don't give it a 10 out of 10, you give it something else, Like, that's fine. That's the way you view anime. But the way I view anime is a little bit different since this channel kind of revolves around me having to look at anime in that kind of deep, critical, analytical way. And so really, I put every single factor that makes up that anime series, weigh it against each other, and give my score based on that. So if you look at my MyAnimeList account, I believe there's about, I'd say 10 or 20 anime series that I've given a 10 out of 10. Now, among those 10 or 20 that I have given a 10 out of 10, there is, of course, some bias, like there are a lot of my childhood TV series and movies that I give a 10 out of 10 because that is my subjective view on that anime. But then, of course, there are a lot of also anime series that are biased because of how I felt watching it, of how engaging it was for me personally. And then there are just some anime series out there that I have looked in that analytic, critical way, going through the plot, going through the character, going through the development of story and characters and their intertwining of each other, going through the music, going through the art style, all of those factors that make up an anime series, and from there judging that there was absolutely no flaws within all of those components. So just remember, the next time you ever watch a review video of mine or any anime review of any anime YouTuber out there, or you go onto any of their lists that have that kind of score of say 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, anything, that is completely subjective to that person. There is no formula that makes an anime 10 out of 10 because from what we have seen, there is not an anime out there that everybody has given a 10 out of 10. Every anime series ever created has at least one person that fucking hates it. And that's just how life is. That's exactly like a YouTube video out there. There is no YouTube video out there that has 100% like ratio, unless the video has like 1 like and 0 dislikes, but you get what I mean. Because honestly, if we all had the same opinions about an anime, or there was some kind of, processed way to to create a 10 out of 10 anime series, the idea of anime reviews and anime rants would be redundant because everyone would just agree with whatever I am saying, right? The fact that people disagree about how other people think towards an anime series, towards a manga series, towards some kind of component of an anime or manga is what makes the anime and manga community interesting, and what makes anime YouTubers have a fun time with expressing their opinions as to why they gave a particular series this score or this reputation. So when I say that series like Another and Clannad After Story are a 10 out of 10 anime series for me, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to think it's a 10 out of 10 anime series. In fact, a lot of people say that Another sucked and Clannad After Story was boring because that's their personal preference. In the end, we can all agree to disagree. And that's just how life goes. What do you think about this, guys? What do you consider makes up a 10 out of 10 anime series? Like, what do you look for in a 10 out of 10 anime series? Are you an analytic person like myself and look at all the components? Or are you a casual viewer and just go for the ride? And if you like the ride, then you give it a 10 out of 10. I want you guys to let me know in the comments below. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. As always, like if you enjoy, subscribe for any banner. See you guys next video, whatever I make. Keep watching anime. Ciao!